Hey, what's up everybody? It's the People's Crypto. I'm back again with another video. We have some interesting new developments in the cryptocurrency space, but before we dive in, please keep in mind that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. Please seek out a financial advisor with a background in cryptocurrencies or digital assets. Our first story is titled, U.S. authorities seize 25 million in cryptocurrency from one of Brazil's biggest pyramid schemes. It says U.S. authorities have just seized millions of dollars in crypto from one of Brazil's biggest and most famous scams, ending one dark chapter in the history of crypto scams in the country. The joint initiative started by the Brazilian authorities had the codename Operation Egypt. Did you understand the reference? And aimed to end a scam of more than 200 million that gained high popularity in Brazil since its founding in 2017 and had already claimed at least 23,200 victims, shutting down one of Brazil's largest crypto frauds. According to an official announcement by the United States Department of Justice, authorities confiscated 25 million in crypto stored by the criminals in a financial institution, probably some exchange or custodial service. They did not reveal the name of said institution. Still, they confirmed it was cooperative as possible with authorities during their investigation. The Department of Justice explained that Operation Egypt's success was thanks to a multidisciplinary effort between Brazil's authorities and American agencies and the custodial entity with access to funds stored by criminals. But what they eventually ended up doing, these criminals, they went to investors, told them, hey, we're going to get you 15% of returns or, crazy amount of returns on their money. They took that money, put it in crypto, got some gains, and with that money they bought things like luxury cars and a whole bunch of other things that was confiscated. But my thing is this: these things are going to unfortunately continue to happen. You do not need anyone to invest your money for you, especially in crypto. You can go to any exchange like Binance, Coinbase, Gemini, and you can invest your money yourself. You just have to link it to your bank account, and then from there you have to do the whole KYC, filling out your information, putting your government state issue ID. You can invest your money yourself. You don't need anyone to do that for you. That's really the best way you can avoid getting scammed in this space. Let's take a look at the next story. It says 83 tons of fake gold bars backing 3 billion loans in China. This man claims to know the truth. Says the gold industry was shaken when it discovered that 83 tons of fake gold bars were used to back loans worth 20 billion yuan in China. While Chinese authorities have not said whether the real gold exists or where it is, an insider claims to know what happened. But not to really get too much into this story, but this is just to bring it to your attention that yes, there is such a thing as fake gold and fake silver bars. These things exist. Unfortunately, people get caught with these scams all the time. But imagine having 83 tons of fake gold bars sitting somewhere thinking that it's real. Now, this is unfortunate, but this is why a lot of us millennials prefer to buy things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. We know that when we go to an exchange and we purchase Bitcoin or Ethereum, it is the real thing. We don't have to second guess ourselves and decide if it's fake Bitcoin or fake Ethereum. No such thing unless you're getting Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash. But anyway, fake gold, fake silver, it's really difficult to figure out if it's the real thing or if it's fake. You have to be careful. I still think having gold and silver is a great way to get out of the dollar or any other fiat currency. You just have to be careful where you're acquiring your gold and silver. I would definitely suggest you look into websites like SD Bullion and JM Bullion if you're looking to buy gold and silver. But if you're getting your gold and silver from places like eBay, I would just be extremely careful because people do sell fake gold on eBay. So just keep that in mind. But this is why I personally prefer cryptos. If you get them from exchanges, I would just bring this to your attention. Do not get Bitcoin or Ethereum on Robinhood. That's just the derivative. It's not the actual asset. So just keep that in mind. And I believe PayPal is going to be doing the same thing as well. So that's just something to look out for. Let's take a look at our next story. It says, will Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract release help ETH outperform Bitcoin again? Ethereum's creator officially announced the release of the Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract a couple of hours ago. ETH USD markets respond with a large green candle that has pushed the network's native cryptocurrency past the $400 mark. The question is, will the latest update help ETH outperform Bitcoin once again? Ethereum 2.0 depositor contract officially released, and that was released on the election day, if I'm not mistaken, or during that night. It says Ethereum's creator, Vitalik Buterin, took to Twitter to announce the launch of Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract. This is a V1 spec release, as mentioned on the official website, and it will have a minus genesis time of 160682400. The real world time for the same is December 1st, 2020 at 12 p.m. For ETH 2.0 to undergo genesis at the aforementioned time, validators need to collectively make 16,384 deposits of 32 Ethereum 7 days before December 1st. In the event of divergence from said timeline, the network's genesis process will trigger 7 days after this threshold. Let's take a look at the website and see. Okay, so here we are. This is so far the deposits that were made. The launch doesn't officially occur until December 1st. Let's take a look. It looks pretty clean. So yeah, if you have 32 Ethereum, you can actually start this process now, but you would have to wait until December, which isn't too bad. Let's take a look at our next story. Analysts are highlighting a concerning trend seen by Ethereum's price. Ethereum price has been lagging far behind Bitcoin's as of late, which has caused immense concern amongst traders and investors alike. This stagnant price action has put an end to the prospect of an imminent alt season and may continue causing alts to bleed out. One trader believed that its failure to see any immense bullishness despite Bitcoin's strength and yesterday's ETH 2.0 rollout is a concerning trend. He notes that this trend is putting Ethereum in a precarious position, and it will require some immense buying pressure to shift the tides back into bulls' favor. But I wouldn't really be too concerned about that. ETH 2.0 announcement was just yesterday. The price will go up eventually. You just have to be patient with these things. People want to see an immediate spike in price. Just have to be patient. Just keep dollar cost averaging in. I'm more than confident when ETH 2.0 is rolled out in December, we'll see higher price action. You just have to be very, very patient with this. Rome wasn't built in a day. We were supposed to get ETH 2.0 like years ago. So for it to finally be released is absolutely cool. People were expecting it to spike up to maybe like $900. That's not going to happen, and that's really not realistic. People just don't have patience. They just want the price of these things to just go up and skyrocket almost overnight so they can make a profit and take profit, obviously. Anywho, let's take a look at our next story. Square doubles quarterly Bitcoin revenue to $1.6 billion. In its Q3 2020 letter to shareholders, Square reported strong earnings with Bitcoin revenue from its Cash App hitting $1.63 billion. It says in brief, Square has reported $1.63 billion in Bitcoin revenue from its Cash App for the third quarter. It made a gross profit of $32 million from that figure. Bitcoin is a key part of the platform, but a small part of its profits. People are increasingly buying Bitcoin from Square's Cash App. In a letter to shareholders today, Square reported revenue from Bitcoin sales of $1.63 billion from its Cash App for a gross profit of $32 million during the third quarter of 2020. That represents a 1,100 increase from Q3 2019 revenues. Revenue is also up from the second quarter of 2020 when Square raked in $875 billion from consumers buying Bitcoin on Cash App. This is going to continue to happen, and we're going to see more people purchasing Bitcoin on Square, PayPal, and even Robinhood. But please keep in mind that Robinhood and PayPal, the cryptocurrencies on those platforms are just the derivative. It's not the real thing. You can't withdraw it. You can only purchase those cryptocurrencies and trade them, but you can't withdraw them. So keep that in mind. Square's Cash App, you can actually purchase Bitcoin, you can trade it, and you can also withdraw it. I would suggest looking into going to other exchanges like Kraken, Gemini, and I don't recommend this one, but usually people go to this one anyway, and that's Coinbase. So you can get Bitcoin from any one of those exchanges. And you can also get it from Binance as well. But yes, this will be a continuous thing and more people will be buying Bitcoin. I would not be shocked if this goes to 3 billion in the next quarter or next year at least. Let's take a look at the current cryptocurrency prices. To finish off the video, Bitcoin is at $15,586.79. Ethereum is $416.43. Tether is $1 as always. XRP is 25 cents. Bitcoin Cash is $250.22. Chainlink is $11.05. Binance Coin is $27.70. Polkadot is $4.25. Litecoin is $59.06. And Cardano is 9 cents. That is going to wrap it up for the top 10 cryptocurrencies. If you're listening to the video on YouTube, please hit that like button, that notification button, and please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on Odyssey, hit that fire button, hit the repost button, and we are also now on BitLink as well. You can hit the like button and you can hit the repost button as well. That is going to do it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed listening and watching, and I will see you guys and gals later.